everyone. It is Adelola Sheralynn, your divorce attorney, here to help you turn fear into power when happily ever after fades away. So, it is the first Saturday in January. I'm here in the office getting a few things um, put in order so that we can start off next week without a hitch. And I wanted to talk to you about the concept of hiring a divorce attorney. So a lot of people do these searches for divorce lawyers, and some of the things that they put in are best divorce lawyer, free consultation divorce lawyer, custody lawyer, so on and so forth. And of course, the internet and its infinite capabilities will then list for you miraculously however many divorce lawyers who are in your area that you can consider. And some of the things that you do are look at the website maybe to see whether the person has an office nearby. Maybe you look at some of their reviews. Here are some of the top 5 things that I think that you need to look at when you are selecting a divorce lawyer or a child custody or family court lawyer. Primarily, you want to make sure that you're choosing somebody who only practices matrimonial and family law. It is imperative that the person that you hire fully understands the concepts of divorce and family law in your jurisdiction. A lot of times we will have attorneys who practice primarily personal injury law or primarily criminal law, and they may say that they're going to also advertise for matrimonial, but that's not their passion. And because it's not their passion, they don't spend as much time learning about it. They don't spend as much time immersing themselves in it. And so, therefore, they are not up on all of the new issues in matrimonial law. They may not be very well versed in certain concepts of matrimonial law. Or they might think, oh, matrimonial law is easy. You chop up the money, you get child support, you give, alimony, you figure out a custody and visitation plan. Yeah, no, it's not that simple. When you are hiring a matrimonial lawyer, you should also be hiring somebody who fully understands the impact of divorce on tax implications to your family, the impact of divorce on bankruptcy issues that you might be dealing with. They should understand insurance. They should fully understand how assets are divided with respect to present day value, so on and so forth. Okay, it's not just a system of okay, we're going to separate the family and that's it. The next thing, you should be looking for someone who actively practices in your area. Okay. So let's say, for instance, that you and your spouse live in Middlesex County. Don't hire somebody who has never practiced in Middlesex County. Don't hire somebody who doesn't understand how Middlesex County works. Same thing if you're doing a divorce in Richmond County on Staten Island. A lot of times people tend to want to hire somebody who's outside of what they call the good old boys club. Sometimes that's necessary, if you have a situation where parties are very, very well known in the community and they might have deep ties to the judges who might be hearing the case. Perhaps you want to get somebody who is outside of the area, but generally that's not the right thing to do. You generally want to have somebody who sits in front of your judge or judges day in and day out, who knows the judge's proclivities, who knows how a judge thinks about one or two particular issues that may be impacting your case. That's extremely important. The next thing that you want to do is you want to try to make sure that the attorney has an efficient way of practicing. Okay, for instance, are you going to get a return telephone call? Are you going to get a return email? Is the attorney going to be available to handle your case? Are they taking too many cases? Is the attorney always available for consultations but never available to actually speak with clients? So in our office, we have a system whereby you don't have to sit and wait for a return call. I understand what it is to be the person on the other side of the phone waiting for the attorney to call them back. When you call our office, you are immediately greeted by our receptionist or my legal secretary. And unless there is an emergency where you need to speak to me right away, right away, right away, such as somebody just came to take the children, without an order, or the children haven't been returned, or you've unfortunately gotten arrested, we will give you a specific appointment to call, or for us to call you back. And therefore, you're not sitting and waiting. And during that specific appointment, we know that I am not going to be interrupted by anything else, and that time frame is just for you. If you come into the office, you always have an appointment. It's never going to be that you come in and we're doing 5 million things, because we've made time just to see you at that particular point. Number 4, make sure that you don't just go out and hire the first person that you speak to just because they're the first person you speak to. Make sure that you can build some kind of rapport with the attorney, that you understand what the attorney is speaking about, how the attorney speaks to you, that the way that they interact with you is something that you can be comfortable with. I never understand the whole concept of hiring an attorney that you can't even like. I heard that somewhere on Matlock or something like that, or Dave Ramsey or whatever, where the person says, hire an attorney who's so rank that even you don't know whether you like them. Not a good idea. That attorney who is so rank that even you don't know whether you like them is also going to be ranked to your adversary or future ex-spouse's attorney, and that can make things very, very difficult with regards to resolving your case, and even with regards to trying your case in the event that you can't resolve. The mistake number 5 that people make, and this bleeds into number 4, is trying to hire somebody who's going to just be so difficult that they are not going to be looking to resolve your case. There is a big difference between hiring your best advocate and hiring your best advocate who then becomes your worst enemy because they are prolonging your case by their antagonistic behaviors. Okay, so somebody just recently called me a pit bull in a skirt. I didn't take offense to it. I actually kind of sort of like it, because here's the bottom line. I don't let my clients get run over, but I'm also going to be the first person to tell you, hey, listen, there might be this one aspect that we don't want to argue on. Why? Because there's no return on investment for doing it. All right. So, you might get an attorney who says, yeah, sure. You want the comforter? Absolutely. We're going to go to Matt on the comforter. Why would I do that? I'll buy you a new comforter. All right. Because at the end of the day, we're still dealing with an adversary who is going to be your co-parent, if you have children, for the rest of your lives. That whole thing about 18 and done, that is incorrect. You're going to have grandchildren together. You're going to go to graduations together. You're going to go to weddings together. You need to make sure that the relationship is as intact as it can be while still fighting for your rights. So, if you like this video, if you think this video will help somebody else, please click like and share it along. If you need a legal strategy session, please go ahead and click the book now button on the Facebook page. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.